Happy Thanksgiving here in McAllen, Texas. I did my walk and my run and waiting for the turkey to thaw. Didn't expect it to still be a little frozen overnight. So I went on a rant yesterday about, telling somebody they need to have discipline doesn't give them discipline, right? And right after I got done doing that video, I remembered what they did, what they tell us in the SEAL teams. I mean, not just in training, but throughout my career. And it was all pay attention to detail. That's critical, because what we did was life-threatening, right? I mean, diving, in the water, under pressure, breathing gases, unforgiving, totally unforgiving, right? Absolutely, there's no margin for error, right? And the same thing with weapons and demolitions, right? So you got to be, and there's a heightened sense of urgency to be diligent, okay? So, yesterday, I have a problem with getting my people to fast start fast, right? So I got this guy. He's a millionaire already. He's never gonna need anything. He made millions as a futures trader. Then he's got millions in a family trust, right? That he's got income for the rest of his life, right? But now he's got a bigger deal happening that. And he saw the campaign email I sent out showing the increase in taxes under Biden, and so now he's like, oh, it's time to pay attention. I need to find a way to pay less in taxes, right? And I'm like, well, we got to do this financial needs analysis. And he's like, I don't need that. I'm like, you are driving me crazy. You better do what I tell you, or I'm gonna see you in the funny papers. So we did it. It wasn't that hard, right? And I'm like, okay, so it's taking you 4 months to do your fast start. That's not the way to do it. But it wasn't, none of it was difficult. Now he got right on his list. Okay, he got right to it. Right away. I mean, he didn't do it textbook perfect. He sent me like 90 names. And of those 90 names, I got 15 so I guess like 17 now in the tracker, right? Okay. So I got like 270 names in the tracker now, right? In the counter. All right. And when we did the Trainers Academy, they're talking about bubble chart. Now, not just like pulling up your bubble chart that's in the WFG website, but pulling your it's amazing, writing it out, because the effort of the practice of writing it out by hand, right, engages your brain more, okay? Oh yeah. And then they were moving so fast. There was some glitches with Zoom during Traders Academy, and they were talking too fast for me to write, especially Jerry Brown. And so I just started taking screenshots, and I made a PowerPoint. It's like 300, it's almost 300. It was 300 total slides I made. I ended up taking like 278 of them are a PowerPoint that I put together right afterwards. So I got like, I rehashed it like right after Traders Academy was over. But now like every day I'm going to be stepping through. So I stepped through them with 2 of my associates last night, right, on Zoom, those slides of it, right? And the compensation, the big part was the compensation and the other, and you know, the comparing our model to the candy company models, right? And that could be any other MLM or any financial services contract. So that was like Jerry Brown kind of went over that, and then it'll come to me. The engineer, Filipino guy, he did it, right? So I'm like, okay. And so that's like clearer and clearer. But just like when I'm like, I read my scriptures every day, right? I'm gonna be doing that every day until it's like part of me, right? But what else I got was your prospect bubble chart. And I'm like, oh. So here's where the tie-in between the bubble chart, the Campaign Manager, and Salesforce comes in. This is brilliant. Okay, so, and it is no different than what I used to do in the mortgage business. They give you a bunch of title company leads with a certain zip codes you're looking for, and you start calling them. They're cold calls at first, right? But you basically, if you do it right, you're making friends. You're building a connection. Right? Hey, this is Ruben Lowing, you know, and I'm a financial literacy trainer, and you know, we connected through this whatever. I got your business card, whatever, a while back, and you know, let me tell you what we do. You know, we teach out this book. It's Saving Your Future. There's 1 million in circulation. They actually are teaching it at, you know, we teach it. I've taught it at Harvard Business School, Columbia Business School, and Oracle, and the FBI. And I got it in PDF. I'd like to email it to you. Is this your correct email address? Okay, great. And you send it to them. Okay. And now we're going to be doing we're going to go through this on Zoom. All right. So we walk you through it this next Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Would you like me to send you the Zoom credentials for that? Okay, great. So you send it to them. Right. Right. And then throughout, you're just tickling them and following up, tickling, adding to it, tickling and following up, adding to it, tickling and following up, right? And you can tell if they opened it or not. It's like, so I guess, you know, had somebody open one of my videos, or one of them 15 times. I'm like, I need to talk to that person, right? And it makes, so it not only, you know, helps you get their focus in this direction, but also through the Salesforce and through the Campaign Manager, you start putting together more details, who they work for, you know, how many kids they have, and how long they've been married, what's their anniversary, what's their birthday, right? All these things. And you know, you start getting a better picture of who it is